Hello and welcome. This is question 3 for Edexcel's M1 June 2003 past paper. Okay, so in this situation, it's all about using SUVAT equations. We're given that the fact that this person, rather crazily, jumps off this diving board. God forbid that. Health and safety. We'll have to do something about that. Can't allow that in an exam. Anyway, better than dogs being shot or whatever. Okay, so she jumps up initially with a speed of 4 meters per second because she's a bit thick. You know, she perfectly timed, rather too perfectly. I mean, at this point in my exam, my brain's going, that's very neat to jump at 4 meters per second. Okay. Anyway, she'll be having sit down a bit. Anyway, so the height of this board above the sea or pool or whatever is 5 meters. Okay, so she jumps up for a rate of 4 meters per second. Obviously, she's going to stop and then fall down. So what I've just wrote a couple of key factors on the board here. Well, obviously, if the height of the board is 5 meters, the distance she's going to cover is also 5 meters. We can assume she's just going to go up and then straight down. Okay, she's not going to spend, just defy gravity for a few seconds going up. Okay, so really it's negligible the amount she goes up because obviously, physics. Okay, and obviously she accelerates at 9.8 meters per second squared. Okay, and obviously that you would find is positive, because obviously she's going to be falling towards Earth, hence having a positive figure that I didn't obviously first calculate. Okay, so what we want to know is her speed when she reaches the surface of the pool. Okay, so it's really just like dropping something. Okay, so really we've got U, we've got A, we've got S, and we want V. Okay, so logically what we do is V squared equals U squared plus 2AS. Okay, so V squared is equal to U squared, which is 4 squared. Okay, plus 2 times 9.8 times 5 meters. Okay, therefore V squared is equal to 114 meters per second squared, obviously, and then you square both sides, so therefore you get V is equal to 10.7, well, no, 10.7, yeah, 10.7 meters per second. Okay. Okay, so that's the speed with which she heats the pool. Eats the pool. Yeah, that's the speed with which she eats the pool. Generally, you go and eat half the pool. It's quite nice. Anyway, so that's part A over and done with. Really, it's just a case of using SUVAT equations. Now, when I first attempted this, I thought, well, surely she goes up a little bit, but okay, well, when does she stop? And you just end up confusing yourself. As I said, it's only worth 3 marks, so it's not going to be something that in depth of it. Okay, so I don't know what I did to overcomplicate it. Okay, part B. The time taken to reach the surface of the pool. Well, this is very easy now. Okay, so we've got V now, we've got U, we've got A and S. Okay, so there's a couple of ones that you could use. You could use V equals U plus AT. You could use S equals UT plus a half AT squared. But the one that I'm going to use is V equals U plus AT. Well, just because it's easy. Okay, so V equals U plus AT, something what we know. Okay, so this is part B now. Which is obviously 10.7 meters per second. But personally, I would, the exact answer you got from square rooting 114, or exact answer from square rooting that, is what I'd sub in, okay? But as I said, it doesn't really matter. It's equal to 4 meters per second plus AT, 9.8 meters per second squared, times T, which is what we want to find out, okay? So what we do therefore is obviously subtract from both sides and divide both sides by 9.8. So you get with your end equation for T being 10.7 meters per second, take 4 meters per second over 9.8, okay, which obviously gets you a T value of 1.5 seconds. Okay, so that's your value for T. Okay, so this last little bit of question 3 just says state 2 physical factors which have been ignored in this model. Well, obviously the first one and the one that they want you to state pretty much every single M1 question, which you are dropping something or something is falling, free fall, and using these SUVAT equations, the first thing, one of the main things you state is we ignore air resistance or any resistance factors. Okay, and another one, and then the rest of them just go on to just thinking about it, and if you get it, you get it. It's not really any maths behind it, it's just can you think about the kind of situation? Not that you would very often, but obviously she's not going to jump up perfectly. You're assuming she jumps up perfectly, and you know she's not doing all this jumping, swiveling around as she's jumping off the diving board, being a complete and utter prat. But you know, that's, I wouldn't go so far into saying she was a prat. The exam people probably don't like that much, but I would. I'd give you a star. I'm just putting that. But that's probably why I'm not an examiner. Anyway, so they're just 2 points. You know, the other ones they've got the height of the diver. So obviously we're assuming that the diver is a particle here, because that's essentially how we're dealing with it. And I'm pretty sure every diver you come across is not a speck, a perfectly round speck of dust. I mean, you know, generally some of them can be, but on the odd occasion, you know, they might not be. Obviously, we're considering actually perfectly goes up and perfectly goes down. We're not considering projectiles here. We're not considering, you know, she's not got horizontal velocity, for example, is the words you'd use. Okay, so they're just a couple of examples, and it says any two from that list would get you the 2 marks, obviously. Because there's obviously 1 per mark. Good mark, maths. Okay, so that's the end of question 3. Hopefully it's been helpful. As I said, I don't want to waste too much time on it, because really it's just a case of using SUVAT equations, and simple ones at that. And then the part C was really just a logic question, so I wouldn't be too worried if you didn't get part C. I mean, I definitely would have hoped you would have got air resistance, but maybe the other mark for part C, you know, is a bit of a, you either get it by luck or you don't get it at all. Or, you know, you're extremely intelligent, have hacked into the exam website and got the answer, in which case you deserve that 1 mark just for that. Okay, so anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in question 4. You know, if you want to watch it, guys.